Erongo Talkers, good day. I know the east wind for decades, but this is one of those experiences that are very rare. It's howling, it's dusty, the visibility is pure, and apparently the temperatures are going to rise to close to 40 degrees. So anyway, welcome to Erongo Talk. We hope you enjoy the next half an hour with us as we bring you the tides, the weather, the news. And we're also going to be speaking to Rene Baard of the Goanikontes Oasis there in the Swakop River at the foot of the moon landscape. And she's going to tell us about that lovely area that people can go to. It's about half an hour, between half an hour to an hour's drive, depending which way you go. That lovely area where one can go and enjoy the day or go camping. She's going to tell us about the services and facilities there and why it's a good place to go to. So stay tuned. We had a very eventful weekend filled with sports, which we covered. For our first news item, Sparta 2 defeated Kudus 3 with 16 points to 9 in the Namibia Rugby Union First Division League match at the Jan Wilkins Stadium at Walvis Bay on Saturday. Although Kudus 3 registered the first point through a penalty kick by fly-half Brandon Seister, Sparta 2 took full advantage of the gaps in their opponent's defence. Seister was the only point scorer for the Kudus. He converted another 2 penalty kicks. Sparta 2 scored a try in the first half of the game and then cemented the deal in the final minutes of the game. The try scorers were fullback Lionel Kutsia and prop Wani Mouton. Both tries were not converted, while outside centre Manu Daniels added 2 penalty kicks. Sparta captain Neelan Farmer said that the win was a great and important victory for them. From here on, we can only build on what we've achieved today. It gave us a very necessary confidence boost. Prior to the First Division game, the Kudu Bokkies and Okahanya Huskies also clashed. The visitors from Okahanya had to return home empty-handed. Kudus won the match 27-0. The try scorers for the day were national team players Faisal Lee Shivava, prop, and Tammy Lee Ruot, second row. Emmeline Marais, second row. Ernestine Gom Kaises, number 8, and Zenobia van Wyk fly-off also visited the chalk line. Flanker Neskenet Jansen converted one of the 5 tries scored by the Kudus. There was also netball, and netball fans were treated to 4 exciting Erongo Regional Netball League matches at the Swakopmund track at Walvis Bay. 11 Arrows defeated Sorrento Bucks with an impressive 50-11, and Phoenix won with 53. The 11 Arrows team captain Evelyn Muyonyonye said they had an advantage because all the intimidating players she knows from Sorrento Bucks did not pitch. We were targeting to score 60 goals, but had to make do with 50 points, she said. Anchors established an 11-8 lead in the first quarter of play against Quisep United. Anchors continued their well-coordinated attacks and pocketed the second quarter with 16-14. Quisep United produced some well-orchestrated attacks and clinched the third quarter of play with 25-22. It sounds nail-biting stuff. Both teams gave their all in the final quarter of play. Quisep United, however, showed more heart and clinched the match with 32-30. Quisep United's team captain Excelda Ganase said that they thought that Anchors would win the game. We thought that they would hammer us, but fortunately we ended up victorious, she said. Anchors redeemed themselves by defending Mahuili with 57-29. It was a very competitive match. We had to bring our game in the first and second quarter. I am happy with the girls as they pushed through even though it was second game of the day, said Anchors captain Marta Naitwe. For our third story, help is needed. Ndina Shigweda, 32, a mother of 3, is appealing to the public to assist her in buying building materials for a new home for her and her 3 children. Shigweda and her children, Tangi Joshua and Ndeshipanda Shigweda and Rachel Joseph, ages 1 to 14, lost all their belongings when their home burned down last month in Swakopmund. The fire, which destroyed 8 shacks, 1 room in the adjacent house and garage, was allegedly started by a jealous ex-boyfriend who is now in police custody, who wanted to get back to his ex-girlfriend, who was at the time Shigweda's neighbor. She told Erongo 24/7 that she cannot afford the $500 for rent in order to move back to the place where she used to live. Shigweda, who used to make a living selling kapana, lost all her stock, pots, plastic containers and savings in the fire and had been struggling to feed her children since and do not have the means to buy material to construct another home. The municipality of Walvis Bay provided a tent, mattress, food and $600 voucher for the family to sustain them for a few days. Shigweda had to buy diapers for the baby as well as toiletries and food for her and her children. She and her 3 children have become drifters after losing their home. We have nowhere to put our tent because I cannot pay for space. My daughter Ndeshipanda, who schools in Isakos, was supposed to come visit for the holiday. I've no way of accommodating her since we are temporarily staying at a friend's house, Shigweda said. Those interested in assisting Shigweda and her 3 children in buying building materials, food and supplies to help kickstart her business can do so by directly contacting her at 081 701 7088. Thank you. Well, I'm on my way to Goanikontes. As you can see, it's on the C28 and turning off, going towards the Nauklof Park, and then turning off the D1991. Goanikontes, they say in Nama, means the place to take your jacket off or your coat off. I guess in normal English that means to kick back and relax and let your hair down. Place just to chill out, relax. It's somewhere in the Swakopmund River. As you can see, this is the middle of winter. I'm not wearing a coat, but the east wind is howling and it's warm and it's just the morning time. So this trip is going to take me about half an hour, and let's see exactly what it's all about. We'll be speaking to Rene Baard, who is the owner of the area of the Oasis, and yeah, let's hope the wind doesn't blow me away before I get there. Rene Baard.
Morning, Adam.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm well. I'm very well. Now that I'm here in Goanikontes, I'm feeling happy.
That's good. That's really
It's
good
like
to hear.
Hakuna Matata type of
Lekker.
stuff.
It's really nice.
It's truly an oasis, Goanikontes Oasis.
Yeah. Everybody that comes here is really happy, and they can't believe it to see a place like this in the desert, because you know you're all if you go to the desert normally, you think there's nothing.
Yeah.
And then you come down to the Moon Valley and you think you are on the moon once you're on the top. But once you get down in the valley, it's just different. It's just the nature, everything together with us.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's fantastic. Tell me now, I'm just curious, the name Goanikontes.
Yeah, Adam, the short is that it's a Nama name, and it means come and hang up your coat. Just come and relax. And people tell me, come and hang up your fur coat, to be exact. And then people ask me, fur coats? You know, your brain is telling you a fur coat. Where did they get fur coats? In those days, they had hardly any clothes. There were no people, there were no materials available. So they made their clothes from skins. So coming from Swakop, which is always cold, coming to Goanikontes, which is normally really very nice weather, it was so nice and warm, and they took off their fur coat.
It's a quick drive out. It's not that
Very
far,
quick.
you know.
Yeah,
So
very
it's not inconvenient.
No.
And one can come out, you can decide, okay, we're going to go for a nice lunch. You've got a
Yes.
whole restaurant area
Yeah.
here. Tell us a bit more about the facilities.
We have the restaurant and the zoo and the little play park for kids here. And that is what we say, that's for our day visitors. We have a lot of day visitors, meaning you, like you say, you come out for the day, your kids play around. We have a lot of kids activities in this area only for day visitors. Now for our in-house guests that's camping and using the in-house facilities that can also use this site, we have a lot of campsites, we have luxury campsites, and us being campers all our life, we really know what people camping would need, and so we put all that in, or we think we put everything in that people will really need extra plugs for fridges, etc., etc. So people that really want to come and stay here for 2 or 3 days, we have a lot of things like walking trails, bicycles. They can just sit and read a book. It's so nice.
Yeah.
You can have bird watching. We have a lot of new birds, and then also stargazing is really, really good.
Oh,
We
yeah?
have even people coming out for stargazing. And so there's a lot of facilities, and it's safe and it's nice. You can walk. This is really idyllic for having camps, any camps for that matter.
So you've also got a dam here. I know you've got angling or fishing competitions. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dirkie built us a nice big dam, and we've got the tilapia fish. The dam for fishing is really nice for people with their children. Even tourists love it because, you know, people are sitting in the car, the children especially. But when they come here, they can fish and walk around and run around. And the tilapia is a really nice fish. And yes, we are having fishing competitions 2 times a year normally. And it's very popular.
Yeah.
It's really popular because it's about the kids and then about the dads.
You also have a chapel
Yes.
for weddings and so forth?
Yeah, we also do weddings,
Yeah.
and we can take about 200 people at the chapel in the mountain. And it's also very convenient because even it's close to Swakop for some of the guests. Most of the guests, they either camp, also again they have choices of camping, luxury or not, and then staying in the chalets, or then we've got 2 houses where normally the brides and the bridesmaids stay. So that's nice for them. We do the food, we do the bar, we have 3 different venues. So yes, we also do the weddings at Goanikontes.
Yeah. What would you say with regards to day visitors and campers and bungalows? Your prices, are they fair?
Yes, they are really fair. And Adam, because we cater for our locals at the coast, because there's no other place. The closest places are 150, 200 kilometers from the coast. So we really, every day that we sit here and we talk about it, we say, what can we do for our local market? Because that's the only place they can go.
Yeah.
So it's no use for us making all these high prices and think that, yeah, they must pay for that. No. For us, our first priority is our local people. And if the tourists come, thank you very much. We will love it for them to come. But they must know we are not a lodge where you can come in and you will get 5 stars, and we are on a farm. We stick to the theme. We are on a farm. You are sleeping on a farm. You are eating out of the kitchen. That is farm food. Adam, that is what we are here for.
Yeah.
You need to relax. You need to be just yourself, and you know, take off your shoes, sit here, read a book, and sleep if you want to sleep.
Your restaurant facility here, how can people enjoy it to the most?
Yeah, Adam, we are very famous for our foods. We have Bjorn as our head chef, and then we have obviously people helping in the kitchen, and we stick to the basics. Again, we are not here for that fancy, nice food. There's enough restaurants in Swakop, but we are home-cooked food.
Rijstvlees en aardappels.
That's it. If you want to have a nice plate of oxtail, if you want to have a nice afval, if you want to have the biggest burger in Namibia, please, that is what we do. And if you come at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and you say, you know, I don't want to have all these steaks and stuff, I just like a vegetarian omelette. Whether it's in the breakfast department, you can have your omelette. It's not a problem for us.
Yeah.
On weekends, we are really busy.
Yeah.
So we prefer if people book.
There's a lot of old cars all over the place. What is that all about?
Yeah. Now, when we started here, we said we need a theme, and I had some of these old things at home, and then we said, okay, let's start. And my sons helped me to collect the old cars and the old things you see here. We are still busy collecting, and some people are bringing us old things and say, you know what, my kids doesn't have any value for this.
You've got a petting zoo. You've got animals here.
Yes, we've got some animals, farm animals, because for the inland people it's nice. Most of the people in town, they have either 2 chickens or 2 ducks or a tortoise or something that's a pet. Or you go to somebody that's on a farm and you see the little goats or the little sheep. So they have more that advantage of seeing these animals. But at the coast, there's no farms around with us. And I noticed that the children, they don't know farm animals, whether it's a tortoise or a duck or anything. So I said, again, for the children, let us start with a little zoo by getting all these soft animals in, farm animals. And yeah, we started with that. That is the whole idea of our little petting zoo, is to train the local children. So this is really the best place to be. Goanikontes is really, really an awesome place to be at.
Rene, thanks.
Thanks, Adam.
I think you summed it all up, and I can't wait to get back here.
Yeah. We see again. We will meet again.
Definitely.
They say once you come to Goanikontes, you will come back, believe me. So we will meet up again.
Excellent.
Well,
Thank
there
you.
you go, folks. Truly a remarkable place. And just having spoken to Rene Baard, we realize what a wonderful privilege it is to be able to come to this valley within the Swakop River at the foot of at the base of the Moon Valley, or the Moon landscape. And truly, as it says, Goanikontes, a place to take off the coat, to kick back and relax, to let the hair down. So this is Adam Hartman sitting here on the Dixon Trail lookout point. It's part of an old car, and enjoying the absolute beautiful view of the Goanikontes landscape. Thanks for joining us.
And now for your weather. Sunset at the coast will be at 27 minutes past 6 on Monday, and sunrise will be 18 minutes to 8 On Tuesday, Walvis Bay will have a maximum of 28 degrees Celsius. On Monday and for Tuesday, a minimum of 19 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius. A 43 northeasterly wind will prevail. Swakopmund will have a maximum of 28 degrees Celsius on Monday, and for Tuesday a minimum of 18 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius. A 41 northeasterly wind will prevail. Antis Bay will have a maximum of 29 degrees Celsius on Monday, and for Tuesday a minimum of 18 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 27 degrees Celsius. A 33 northeast wind will prevail. Arandas will have a maximum of 29 degrees Celsius on Monday, and for Tuesday a minimum of 15 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 28 degrees Celsius. A 24 northeasterly wind will prevail. Usakos will have a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius on Monday, and for Tuesday a minimum of 10 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 25 degrees Celsius. A 70 northeasterly wind will prevail. Karibub will have a maximum of 24 degrees Celsius on Monday, and for Tuesday a minimum of 8 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 23 degrees Celsius. A 28 northeasterly wind will prevail. And lastly, Omaruru will have a maximum of 23 degrees Celsius on Monday, and for Tuesday a minimum of 8 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 22 degrees Celsius. A 26 northeasterly wind will prevail.
Okay, folks, that brings us to the end of our today's show. Thanks for joining us. If you want to read more news and more about the news that we shared now, you can go to our website at erongo.com.na. We also post our stories and breaking stories on our Facebook posts as well as on the website. We also have our broadcasting platforms in which our video shows are shown, as in 1 up to NTV on DSTV. So please go visit the channels. And for those who want to share their news, can either email it to the below email address, or you can send us a message or call us at the below mobile number. So from a very stormy Swakopmund, we wish you a wonderful day further. Goodbye.